As we start the fourth quarter, this was the scene on the Oregon sideline. That's Josh Huff, the wide receiver, who emotional, shedding tears. Marcus Mariota showing his leadership, trying to keep Huff involved. Oregon's in trouble. They're not done as the fourth quarter starts. Gaffney breaking a tackle in the backfield, and boy, this guy just keeps those legs churning and just never gives in and goes back. He hit nearly 300 too. It's not as if you were playing poorly in baseball. Boy, he's been a home run for the Cardinals tonight. Gaffney, first down.
Smart. I'll tell you what, they're nasty too. They are physical, and right now hitting Oregon in the face.
Back to Gaffney. To the 15, and Gaffney inside the 10. Here's the third down play. Gaffney looking for room. Ducks turn him away. Perfect. You know, there's the flag.
On the offense, 5 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, still fourth down.
Back it up 5, same result. Back to 26-0. Oregon making the trip to Stanford and perhaps seeing his national title dreams. He punched right in the gut. 26-0 Cardinal. After the latest Jordan Williamson field goal, Conrad Ucroprina kicked it off to Anthony Thomas. Thomas, who had a huge fumble in this game. That was supposed to be Baylor's first test. The Bears pass it with flying colors. Oregon's flunking their test right now. And a false start on the Ducks.
False start. Offense number 16. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
This is not where you want to be as an offense, playing against one of the best pass rushing units in the entire country. At this point in the game, 26-0. Anderson coming off the edge.
The Anthony Thomas. Mariota with Darryl Hawkins, who was called for the false start penalty. He converts, and they'll move the chains.
About this senior unit, man. Playing with a chip on their shoulder. Some prideful individuals on Stanford D.
Mariota to Josh Huff. And Huff, who was emotional on the sideline a moment ago, makes a play. And Oregon is threatening again as Huff is very slow to get up. Sitting right at the 24-yard line and being attended to. Here's the hit that Huff took after making the catch in the pass from Marcus Mariota. Kind of got hit in the side of the head by Wayne Lyons. And now Huff is back on his feet. He wanted to trot off, but it appeared that he got dizzy or something. He's being assisted now across the way to the Oregon sideline. It's not the case tonight. They've just been dominated, and their star quarterback, Marcus Mariota, has been ineffective. Not much from Byron Marshall tonight. They haven't been on the field much, and he gets the carry here. 50% of his passes, and it's not so much the numbers as the missed opportunities. Flags fly, whistles blow.
Encroachment on the offense, number 16, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Twice tonight. We need a stat record of that one. I bet that's never happened in a football game.
Mariota firing. Hawkins made up for it. Darryl Hawkins with a touchdown. He was the one who lined up in the neutral zone, and now he winds up in the end zone, and the Ducks are on the board.
One of the very few times tonight Mariota's had a clean pocket to throw from with a lot of time. And Hawkins not his primary intended target. He was second in the progression because Mariota had the time.
Unless things change drastically, Mariota is now throwing a touchdown pass in all 22 games in his career. Oregon needs the ball back, so they're going to try to get it via the onside kick. It's up there, and excellent work on the hands team by Stanford. That's Jeff Trojan, a wide receiver.
Is he keeping the football? He just ran off with that thing.
Y'all ever seen the football kick like that?
Never.
Put it down there like a frisbee.
Well,
it worked.
It was a good one.
Perfect. Yeah.
Solid.
Great catch, though, by Trojan.
Now, Tyler Gaffney's in the game. He's carried it 38 times. Now 39. And that ties a Stanford single-game record. And with 10 minutes to play, I'm going to guess that he's going to break that tie with touchdown Tommy Vardell in a matter of moments. Back to the ground. It's not Gaffney, but Wilkerson this time. Heather, how's Josh Huff?
Well, after that big hit we saw in the last series, a team of doctors have been tending to Josh Huff on the sideline. Those doctors suggested to Huff that he go to the training room for more evaluations, but he shook the doctors off and said, no, I'm staying out here with my team till the bitter end.
Kevin Hogan, option look. Hogan straining forward, and how many times has Kevin Hogan not made the spectacular play, but just the play that was needed? Gaffney. 7.5 to play here on the farm. Stretch play. Hogan got it to Gaffney, and somebody got a hand on Tyler's shoelace, or he would have picked up another first down. Tyler Gaffney. Boy, David Shaw said he didn't worry about him being out of football for a year, showing the toughness. And now DeAnthony Thomas on the sideline. And look, how you feel is how you feel, but he was grinning and smiling over on the sideline. I'm not sure there's a lot to smile about right now, David.
I wouldn't want that kind of stuff from my teammates. You see Josh Huff crying, which is everything you love about college football, when a guy cares that much and doesn't want to go back in the training room. But I don't want to see anybody smiling if I'm on that sideline. That always bothers me as a player.
What about a guy that hasn't played very much this year?
Stanford.
Stanford, timeout number 2.
Games. The reigning Pac-12 champions will be back in the conference championship game. What a workhorse Tyler Gaffney has been tonight.
That's the thing. It's just starting November, where we saw it last year where Oregon and Kansas State lost on the same night. I mean, this is a big upset in a lot of people's minds.
Is it in yours?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I just wanted you to own it.
Own it.
The rare moment.
I don't think this loss, the loss of Utah, might affect Stanford going forward.
Gaffney bouncing to the outside. Gaffney upended. Tough tackle by Ifo Ekpe-Olumu.
What say you, Jesse Palmer?
Well, I think this is as impressive as the win the Florida State had at Clemson as you take a look at this tackle by Ekpe-Olumu. But when Stanford plays like this, and when they've played the way they have the last 2 weeks, when they play like they didn't play at Utah, they're good enough, in my opinion, to beat anybody in the country.
Already had Tyler Gaffney set a school record, and Williamson misses an opportunity to do so, and now Oregon blocks a field goal and running the other way. Rodney Hardrick on his way. Touchdown Ducks in just over 5 minutes to go. Oregon's within 2 possessions. Hardrick is the guy who ran the ball in the fake punt that changed the momentum against UCLA. It's pretty late for a momentum change, but the blocked field goal and a low kick gives Hardrick a chance to run it into the end zone, and Oregon, for the first time tonight, really, with a little bolt of energy.
And you can't fall asleep right now if you're Stanford. As dominant as you've been the entire game, you've got to close these out.
Oregon puts the offense on the field. They're going for 2. It's the right call. Going to try to get it to 11 so that, in theory, one of your possessions could be a field goal. You score a touchdown and get another 2-point conversion. Long way from that, but just explaining why they're choosing to go for 2 here. Mariota into the end zone, and he stepped out of bounds.
It's because I think he stepped out twice.
Ruling on the field is that the receiver, number 11, stepped out of bounds on his own, returned inbounds to catch the pass. That is illegal touching. Play results in a loss of down. Extra point is no good.
Here it comes. Big hop. It's free this time. And it came loose a second time. Ball still on the ground, and the Ducks have it. Darryl Hawkins, who caught a touchdown pass earlier, winds up with the football. And let's not put this thing to bed just quite yet.
Flag looks like it got thrown in this play late as well, but the awkward T stance.
Everybody in the country is going to be kicking like this on onside kicks from now on, because that was 2 gorgeous ones, and it's just slipping around.
Jeff Trojan, who made the great play on the last onside kick, couldn't corral this one. There were late flags that came in here.
Guys, 5 minutes is an eternity for Oregon to score twice if their defense can get a stop.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Oregon, number 75. 15-yard penalty. Down will be 1.
Crowd exhorting the defense. DeAnthony Thomas has a crease into Stanford territory at the 49. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Well, the crowd's waking back up. Stanford, as a defense, needs to wake back up. Remember, they allowed an easy touchdown pass 2 possessions ago, and you just had the field goal block for a touchdown.
Mariota. Pharaoh Brown, the tight end. Spotted. Ducks want to move quickly. It's Addison in motion. Back to the ground. Mariota throws as he's hit. Addison slips a tackle. Addison inside the 25. Another first down for Oregon. Inside 4 minutes. Clock moving. Mariota. A lot of time. Pharaoh Brown, his second catch on the drive.
Couldn't get out of bounds.
Winding the clock. Mariota has a man inside the 5, and the Ducks are on the doorstep, making the grab. Chance Allen into the game, and Oregon has a chance to make this a 1-possession game just inside 3.5 to go. James Waters, Stanford linebacker, was in the backfield. Ball's on the ground. Mariota recovered it, and Oregon almost had another red zone disaster.
All of the breaks have been going Stanford's way. Here, James Scove kind of comes in the A-gap again, but Oregon hadn't been getting the bounces. He got a big one right there.
Inside 3 minutes, DeAnthony Thomas still on his feet. No, sir. 3rd and goal coming. A.J. Tarpley, Wayne Lyons there, and Stanford's making Oregon use clock.
Yeah, and remember that big stand they had late in the game against Oregon State in their last win. 4 tries Oregon State had to send that game into overtime. Couldn't do it. Looks like Stanford's D again having to answer the bell.
This is another trip for Oregon inside the 5 and come away twice empty.
Overloaded to the left. Mariota running right. Mariota fumbles the football. Mariota somehow got back on it. James Waters knocked it free. Oregon going to use their last timeout.
James Waters was moved to outside linebacker last season because of his edge rushing ability. They're able to get, again, you know, guys, ball security has been a major issue for Marcus Mariota in the last couple of games. He had 3 fumbles in his last 2 games coming into tonight. Hasn't been good tonight. It's a great job by Waters, and I don't think Stanford thought the football came out. There were a lot of kind of lackadaisical Stanford players, you know, that were kind of late running to the football. Now you got a big, big 4th and goal.
After the timeout, 4th and goal. Any sliver of hope the Ducks have on this play. Mariota firing into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. Pharaoh Brown with the catch.
Right away, Mariota, great job buying time, stepping up in the pocket, keeping his focus and vision downfield, and finding his tight end Brown. Right here at the bottom of the screen, he's going to work an in route over the middle of the field. Man-to-man coverage, he won inside, and right there I thought he was going to get the football live, but a nice job in the scramble drill, working back the same way that his quarterback was running.
And 7-point game. Extra point is good.
Another nice job by Brown. You know, a young guy, only a sophomore. And let's remember, Colt Lyerla, their big playmaking tight end, had quit the team back in October. Left them with John Munn, a true freshman, and Pharaoh Brown, only a sophomore. Doesn't look like a sophomore right there, making that kind of play. And all of a sudden, just literally, what was it, 5 minutes ago of game time?
We were talking about best one-loss teams in the country.
Hey,
Commander of the Pac-12 North.
Stanford dominating Oregon.
If you're Stanford right now on special teams, you're having a little chat with your hands team right now. You must come up with this football. Maldonado's going to put this thing on the tee funky. It's going to come off his foot funky. It might take a weird bounce like it did last time. You've got to secure this ball.
Well,
what is that right there?
I don't know, but it's effective, dude. Who cares?
Pancake technique.
Well, it's gone right to Jeff Trojan, number 18. He caught one, the other one he couldn't corral. They're lined up the same way. I think Jeff's going to have another opportunity.
Maldonado's been the goat a lot. Can he be the hero?
Maldonado takes the hop, and right on cue, Jeff Trojan makes the catch.
You just never know when it's going to skip. That's the hardest part about that. It could dribble all the way to your feet. It could skip way out ahead of you. You have to have amazing eye-hand coordination to make that play, especially knowing you got defenders bearing down on you like this.
You got to be patient, too.
And also knowing that
you
can, not only that, you can salt the game away. Cardinal thinking they can get out of here with a win. Anthony Wilkerson.
Security right now if you're Stanford running the football.
Well, the fourth quarter, just when you thought Stanford was waltzing to victory, Marcus Mariota threw a touchdown pass that seemed like window dressing until the blocked field goal returned by Rodney Hardrick for the touchdown. Then the Ducks came up with an onside kick that Trojan couldn't corral. Scored again, didn't get the last onside kick. 26-20 now with just over 90 seconds to play. Second down, knock the ball free any way they can. Hogan's going to run with it. He's going to stay in bounds and slide. And they do, down to 40 on the ground. Wilkerson can just go to the ground if he wants. 35 seconds, and that's going to be the last snap of the game. And Stanford, for the second straight year, hands Oregon its first loss of the season.